In today's world, it's okay to objectify women, dismiss and dismantle them as you please. In today's world, women are taught to bend and break for the gratification and appeal of men, being taught that marriage and beauty are the ultimate life prices. In today's world, international supermodels are allowed to say phrases like, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. In today's world, we have documentaries like Super Size Me, reality shows like The Biggest Loser, or Super Size versus Super Skinny. In today's world, there's no mystery as to why nobody's happy in their own bodies. I mean, how could we be when we're constantly being brainwashed that we need to get smaller? Today, I woke up extra groggy, mind hazy from the night before, feelings of slight nausea circulating my stomach as it lets out an aggressive growl. Eyes shut tight in an attempt to ignore the world and go back to the sanctuary located in my mind. But finally, after giving up on my last attempts to silence the world and its never-ending list of responsibilities, I get up. As usual, I make my way to the bathroom, avoiding the mirrors. I have enough pictures in my head of the ways that my body is expected to look. A list of all the newspapers and magazines offering the dieting to ensure that you have the perfect summer body or that you'll be able to shed off the holiday weight. The exercises I need to incorporate into my workout routine that will guarantee that I have the perfect body. But as I enter my bathroom, turning the water on to make sure it's hot, I start to undress, and just as the rolling credits play at the last scene of a movie, like clockwork, I'm standing in front of the mirror, picking, prodding, and projecting parts of my body to emulate those that I see on magazine covers. After finally feeling defeated and unsatisfied, I get in the shower. This at times is my favorite part of the day, feeling the warm beads of water as it engraves my body. But today, it's a time of reflection. Eating disorders? What exactly is an eating disorder and how does oneself develop it? Well, in my research, I found out that eating disorders are a range of psychological conditions that cause unhealthy eating habits to develop. They might start with an obsession with food, body weight, or body shape. And experts believe that eating disorders may be caused by a variety of factors. Personality traits are one of the factors. In particular, neurotourism, perfectionism, and impulsivity are three personality traits often linked to a higher risk of developing an eating disorder. Other potential causes include perceived pressures to be thin, cultural preferences for thinness, and exposures to media's promoting such ideals. As I'm standing in the shower, I begin to think about my body and the ways we teach girls to shrink themselves and to make themselves smaller. In my research, I found that although eating disorders can affect people of any gender at any life stage, they're most often reported in adolescents and young women. In fact, up to 13% of youth may experience at least one eating disorder by the age of 20. So this leads me to think. Feminist, the person who believes in the social, political, and economic equalities of the sexes. In my feminist future, body inclusivity and body diversity is not a suggestion, it's the norm. Feminist future, I won't have to worry about discrimination in healthcare because all persons will be treated fairly. In my feminist future, we will teach girls not to shrink themselves or to make themselves smaller, but to take up space and let their voice be known. In my feminist future, we will say to girls, you can never have too much ambition. In my feminist future, we will not say to girls, you should aim to be successful, but not too successful, otherwise you will threaten the man. In my feminist future, we will say to girls, you should aim to be successful in many different aspects, regardless of how threatened the man may feel. Because I am female, I am expected to aspire to marriage, which is not bad, but is also not ideal. In my feminist future, we will say to girls, you are expected to make your own life choices, keeping in mind that marriage is as important as you make it. Marriage can definitely be a source of joy, love, and mutual support. In my feminist future, we will teach girls to aspire to marriage while also teaching boys the same. In my feminist future, we will not teach girls to see each other as competitors for the attention of men. In my feminist future, we will teach girls that they can be sexual beings in the same way boys are. In my feminist future, people won't be able to utter phrases like, Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. Being in my feminist future, there will be no ideal body types. All bodies will be seen as beautiful and they will be represented. In my feminist future, there will be body diversity because that is the norm and that is my feminist future.